Good morning everyone. Primary 3 Math second term 2021. We have chapter 3 lesson 93. Our objectives of this lesson: we will deduce equivalent fractions of a third and a fourth using fraction strips. We will deduce equivalent fractions of a third and a fourth using geometric shapes, number lines, and the multiples of 3 and 4. We will deduce equivalent fractions of proper fractions, and we will solve various problems on it. Our keywords: equivalent fractions, models of a third and a fourth, deduce equivalent fractions from proper fractions, fractions denominators, and story problems. Our tools: we will need booklet, pencil, ruler, notebook, and colored pencils. Our engage here: can you figure out a way to find equivalent fractions of a third or a fourth? Now watch this video about equivalent fractions of a third using fraction strips, then back to work. Let's go to our exercises. Color the third, then write its new equivalent fraction. Here we have third, and we colored just one part out of 3. You want to color the equivalent of it from the next models. In the first one we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fraction strip divided into 6 equal parts. If I want a third of this fraction strip, I will color until I stop at this arrow, like this. Then stop. I colored how many parts out of 6? Yes, 2 parts out of 6. The third equals 2 sixths. In the next one, we have a fraction strip divided into how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 equal parts. I want a third of this fraction strip. Then I will just color until I reach this sign, this arrow, which represents a third. Now I will color 1, 2, 3 parts out of 9. It will be third equals 3 nines. Next one, it divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have here 12 equal parts. Then I will color until I reach this third. It will be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 parts out of 12 to reach third. It will be third equals 4 twelfths. 4 twelfths. Now here we have how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 equal parts. Then write down in denominator 15. And I will color how many parts out of 15? Then I will reach here at third, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts out of 15. It will be 15 in denominator and 5 in numerator. It will be third equal 5 fifteenths. Then third equal 2 sixths, 3 nines, 4 twelfths, 5 fifteenths. Watch this video about equivalent fractions of forces using fraction strips, then back to work. Just scan this QR code. Here we have our exercise. Color the force, then write its new equivalent fraction. Here we have a fraction strip divided into 4 equal parts. We color just one part out of 4, which represents 4. Then I want to color the same equivalent fraction from the next strips. As the first one, here we have a fraction strip of the same size divided into how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts. 8 parts. Then I will color just a quarter or fourth of these 8 parts. It will be 1, 2 parts until I reach this arrow, then stop. It will be 2 parts out of 8. Then I write down here in denominator 8 and in numerator I will write down 2. Then fourths will be equal to 8. In the next one we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 equal parts. Then I will color the parts until I reach these fours, then stop. 1, 2, 3 only out of 12. Then write down in denominator 12 and the colored part which reached fourths, it will be 3 twelves. Fourths equals 3 twelves. Next one we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. 16 equal parts. Then I want to color fourth of them. It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop at this arrow which represents fourth. Then I will write down the whole number of these parts. It will be 16, and the colored part which is 4 16ths. Then fourth equal 4 16ths. In the last one here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 equal parts. Then I want to color fourth of it. It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and stop at this arrow, which represents fourth at the first one. Then I will write down the number of all parts, which is 20, and write now number of the colored part, which represents the fourth in the numerator, which is 5. Then fourth equals 520. Then fourth equal 2 8s, 3 12s, 4 16s, and 5 20s. Watch this video about equivalent proper fractions, then back to work. Just scan this QR code. Equivalent fractions, we have small fraction and bigger fraction which is represented. Our exercises on this part, note then write its new equivalent fractions. We have here proper fractions and we need our equivalent fractions of it. According to how many equal parts are there in your fraction strips. Here we have 2/3, 2 parts out of 3 are colored in pink. Now here we have on the same size of fraction strip, how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. Then I want 2/3 of these 6 parts. Then I will color until I reach this arrow, like this 1, 2, 3, 4 parts, and stop until this arrow. Then I have here 4 sixes. This is mentally. If I want it mathematically, here we have 6 parts. Then write down in denominator 6, and ask yourself 3 by what equals 6? Good job. It will be 2. And as I do down in denominator, I will do up in numerator. It will be by 2. 2 by 2 equals 4. Then it will be 4 sixes as mentally. Then mathematically and mentally, 2/3 equals 4 sixes. Let's go to the next one. Here we have fraction strip of the same size. I want 2/3 of it. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 parts. 9 equal parts. I want 2/3 of it. Then I will color 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and stop until I reach this arrow. Then mentally we have 6 9s equal to 2/3. Then mathematically write down the whole number, which is of all these parts will be 9 parts in denominator, and ask yourself 3 by what equal 9? Yes, good job, it will be 3. 3 by 3 equal 9. And as I do down in denominator, I will do up in numerator. It will be 2 by 3 equals 6. Good job, it will be 6 9s. As I do in mentally, I have in mathematically. 2/3 equals 6 9s. Here we have another proper fraction which is 3/4. 3/4, 3 parts out of 4. I want the equivalent fraction here and here. Here we have all parts. It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 parts of the same size. Then I want 3/4 of it. It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and stop. Until I reach this arrow, I stop. Then it will be 6 eighths. 6 eighths equals 3/4. Mentally, mathematically, write down the whole number of parts. It will be 8 in denominator, and ask yourself, 4 by what equal 8? Good job, it will be 2. As I do down in denominator, I will do up in numerator. 3 by 2 equals 6. Is the same result as I get in mentally. Mathematically and mentally get that 3/4 equal, yes, 6 eighths. Now, let's go to the next one. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 parts. 16 equal parts of the same size as 3/4. Then I will color mentally until I reach this arrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and stop until I reach this arrow and stop. Then it will be 12 sixteenths. 12 sixteenths. Let's go and do it mathematically. Here we have 16 equal parts in denominator, and ask yourself, 4 by what equals 16? Good job, it will be 4. 4 by 4 equals 16. And as I do down in denominator, I will do up in numerator. 3 by 4 equal 12. Is the same result as mentally. It will be mathematically and mentally 3/4 equal 12 sixteenths. Good job. Here we have another exercise. Note, then write its new equivalent fractions. Here we have third, 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 3/3. Just we colored 2/3. Here we have 2/3 and 6s. Well, how many 6s and how many 12s? Then go and color with me. Here we have 2/3 equals how many 6s? Mentally, here we have, I will color until I reach these 2/3. 1, 2, 3, 4 6s. It will be 4 6s mentally. Mathematically, it will be 3 by what equals 6? It will be 2. As I do down, I will do up. 2 by 2 equals 4. It will be 4 6s. Then I will go 2/3 equal how many 12s? Is this part it divided into 12 equal parts. Then it will be colored until I reached these 2/3 like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts out of 12. Then it will be mentally 8 12s. Then mathematically ask yourself, 3 by what equal 12? It will be 4. As I do down, I will do up. 2 by 4 equals 8. It will be 8 12s. Then I will write down here 2/3 equal 4 6s and 8 12s. Good job. Let's go to the next one. Here we have 3/4, and this part is called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 equal parts, and I write down in denominator 8. And the shaded part, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 parts out of 8. Then 3/4 equals 6 eighths. Now here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All parts are 12 in denominator. And write down the shaded part, it will be 9 parts. It will be 9 12s. Then 3/4 equivalent to 6 eighths equivalent to 9 12s. Good job. Now let's go to evaluate our understanding. Here we have, just press pause, then press play to listen to our explanation. Here we have 2 fraction strips. First one divided into 5 equal parts. Just color 2 parts out of 5. It will be 2/5. And second strip divided into 10 equal parts, and we colored only 4 parts out of 10. It will be 4/10. Then 2/5 equals 4/10 mentally. But mathematically, it will be what? 5 by 10. 5 by what equals 10? Good job, it will be 2. As I do down in denominator, I will do up in numerator. 2 by 2 equals 4. Then 2 fifths equals 4 tenths. Good job, you are awesome. Now let's go to more exercises. Here we have our fraction strip divided into 4 equal parts, and we colored only 2 forces. 2 forces. Now here we have our fraction strips 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We have 16 parts in this fraction strip. Then I will color how many parts until I reach this part and stop. It will be like this. I colored 8 parts out of 16. Let's go to do it mathematically. Ask yourself, 4 by what equals 16? Yes, good job, it will be by 4. As I do down, I will do up. 2 by 4 equals 8. It's the same answer as I get in mentally. 2 forces equal 8 sixteenths. Now let's go to the next one. Here we have 6. 6 4 sixes. Excellent, 4 sixes. Here we have 4 sixes only are colored. I want to divide this part. How many parts? Yes, look at the denominator. It will be 12 parts. Then I will divide this part in 12 equal parts. Then go with me to color mentally until I reach this part and stop. Go with me and the color. Yes, I colored how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts out of 12. Excellent. Then mentally it will be 8 twelves, equivalent to 4 sixes. Let's go to do it mathematically. Ask yourself, 6 by what equal 12? Good job, it will be by 2. And as I do down in denominator, I will do up in numerator. It will be 2 by 4. 4 by 2 equals 8. It will be 8 twelves as I get before in mentally. It will be 4 sixes equal 8 twelves. Good job. Now let's go to evaluate our work, our understanding. Just press pause, then press play to listen to our explanation. Here we have our fraction strip. Here, 4 forces. 4 parts are colored out of 4. Now, let's go and look at our denominator here. It will be 8. Then I will divide this fraction strip into 8 equal parts like this. Then I will color how many parts? Let's go and yes, discover it. It will be 8 equal parts because 4 forces are colored already. Now it will be mentally like this. Mathematically, ask yourself 4 by what equal 8? Except it will be 4 by 2. As I do down, I will do up in numerator. It will be 4 by 2 equals 8. Then 4 forces equal 8 eighths. All of them equals 1 4. Good job. Let's go here and ask yourself. Here we have 5 parts. Just 4 parts are colored. It will be 4 fifths. And the first one here we have, yes, our fraction denominator. It will be 10. Let's go and divide this part into 10 equal parts. And I will color until I reach this colored part. It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts out of 10. Then 4 fifths, it will be equal, yes, 8 tenths. In mentally, it will be like this. Mathematically, it will be 8 tenths. Ask yourself, 5 by what equal 10? It will be 2. As I do down, I will do up. 4 by 2 equals 8. Let's go to the next one. Here I will divide how many parts? In denominator, yes, 15. Let's go and divide this fraction strip into 15 equal parts. Yes, just make sure that they are equal. 15 equal parts. Now, let's go and color, yes, until I reach these 4 fifths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 parts out of 15. Then mentally it will be 12 fifteenths. But mathematically, let's go and make sure that it's right. 5 by what equal 15? Yes, it will be 3. As I do down, I will do up. 4 by 3 equals 12. Then I am right. Good job. You are great. Now let's go to our exercise. Notes, then answer the question. Here we have, how many 14s make up 3 sevens? Here we have a number line. Our fraction strip divided into what? 7 parts. And our fraction strip here is, yes, 14s. I want to make sure that I am right. Then I will do it mentally and mathematically. First of all, I will do mentally. Read carefully. How many 14 make up 3 sevens? Then our small fraction will be written first. Then ask yourself, how many 14s? Let's go to color and write the names. It will be 3 sevens. And the color here, how many 14s? It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 14s. It's mentally. And let's go to do it mathematically. Ask yourself, 7 by what equal 14? Good job, it will be by 2. As I do down, I will do up. 3 by 2 equals 6. It will be 6 14s too. Then how many 14s make up 3 sevens? It will be 6. Good job. Let's go to another exercise. How many 9 make up a third? How many 9 make up a third? First of all, let's go and do it mentally. Here we have 9s and third. The smaller fraction began with the smaller fraction. Let's go and write down here third. And divide this fraction strip into, yes, 9 equal parts. Like this, without drawing any fraction strip. If you want to draw fraction strip, let's go and draw it. Here we have 9 equal parts, and as third it will be how many 9s? 1 9s, 2 9s, it will be 3 9s. Then third equal how many 9s? 3 9s. It will be mentally. Mathematically, let's go and ask yourself, 3 by what equal 9? Good job, it will be 3 by 3 equal 9. And as I do down in denominator, I will do up in numerator. 1 by 3 equals 3. It will be 3 9s. Then mentally and mathematically, we are third equals 3 9s. Then how many 9s make up a third? It will be 3 9s. Excellent. You are awesome. Let's go to evaluate our work. Just press pause, then press play to listen to our explanation. Here we have, how many tenses make up 3/5? How many tenses make up a 3/5? Begin with the smaller fraction, 3/5. Here we have 3 parts colored out of 5, and write down here 3/5 mentally. Then divide this number line in how many parts as the denominator? Yes, it will be 10 equal parts, like this. And as here, it will be tenths, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 4 tenths, 5 tenths. It will be 6 tenths. Then 3/5 equal how many? 6 tenths. It's mentally, mathematically. Let's go and ask yourself, 5 by what equal 10? Good job, it will be by 2. As I do down, I will do up, it will be by 2. 3 by 2 equals 6. It's the same result as I get in mentally. Then 3/5 equals 6 tenths. How many tenths make up 3/5? It will be 6 tenths. Good job. Let's go to more exercises. Notes, color, then complete. Notes, then color, then complete. If I notice here we have a circle of the same size, and this one divided into 4 equal parts, and this one divided into 8 equal parts. If I want to color here, how many parts out of 3? It will be 3 parts out, sorry, 3/4. It will be 3 out of 4. It will be colored 3/4. Now, he want to color how many parts out of 8 to make it equivalent? Let's go to do it. Like I colored here, I will color the same. Beginning from here and 8, I will add this part. It will be like this. I colored how many parts out of 8? It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 parts out of 8. 6 eighths. Then 3/4 equals 6 eighths. It's mentally, mathematically. Let's go and ask yourself, 4 by what equal 8? It will be by 2. As I do down in denominator, I will do up in numerator. 3 by 2 equals 6. It's the same result I get before in, yes, mentally. 3/4 equals 6/8. Good job. Let's go to the next one. Notes first. This circle is the same circle of the same size. Next one, this one, yes, divided into 3 equal parts. And this one divided into how many parts? 6 equal parts. Let's go and write this fraction. Read this fraction, it will be 3/3. Then I will color all of these parts, it will be 3/3. Then I want to color how many parts here? All of these parts to get the 3/3 as it is. Then let's go and count how many sixes I colored. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sixes. Then 3/3 equals 6 sixes. It will be mentally, mathematically. Ask yourself, 3 by what equals 6? Yes, it will be 2. Then 3 by 2 equals 6. Let's go as I do down, I will do up. 3 by 2 equals 6. Then 3/3 equals 6 sixes equals 1 whole. Good job. Let's go to evaluate our work here. Just press pause, then press play to listen to our explanation. Here we have two circles of the same size. The first one divided into 2 equal parts, next one divided into 12 equal parts. Let's go and have our fraction. Here we have half. One part only colored out of 2. Let's go and color this part and color the same part here out of 12. It will be the same. Then I colored how many parts out of 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts out of 12. Then it will be 6/12 mentally. Then mathematically, ask yourself, 2 by what equal 12? It will be 6. 2 by 6 equal 12. As I do down, I will do up. 1 by 6 equal 6. Then half equals 6/12. Good job. Let's go to the next one. Here we have 4 what? 4 nines. And here we have how many parts colored as the same part here? Yes, it will be how many 18s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts out of 18. Then 4 nines equal how many 8 18s? Let's go to prove it mathematically. 9 by what equal 18? Good job, it will be by 2. As I do down in denominator, I will do up in numerator. 4 by 2 equals 8. Then 4 nines equal 8 18s. Good job. Now let's go to watch this video about representing equivalent fractions activity. It will be an activity. Good job. Here we have another exercise, story problem. Show your work. Use your all ways to prove you are right. Okay, Rawan and Lubna baked 2 cakes of the same size. Let's go and draw your fraction strips of the same size. Rawan and Lubna. The first sentence is finished. Let's go to the second one. If Rawan put chocolate chips on 3/4 of her cake, let's go to divide Rawan cakes into how many parts? Yes, 4 parts. Then it will be colored 3 parts out of 4 in chocolate chips. It will be like this. And write down here 3/4. The second sentence has been finished. Let's go third one. But Lubna preferred to put strawberry on the same part of her cake as Rawan. Okay, but Lubna's cakes was divided into 8. Let's go to divide this cake into 8 equal parts. Like this, and colored up to here. Yes, to have the same part as Lubna in strawberry. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6/8 in strawberry. Now it's mathematically, it will be 6 parts have been colored. Mathematically, let's go and prove it. 3/4 equal how many 8s? Ask yourself, 4 by what equal 8? It will be 4 by 2. As I do down, I will do up. 3 by 2 equals 6. It will be 6/8. 6 parts. Good job. Thank you. Let's go to our conclusion. Equivalent proper fractions. We have equivalent fractions, models of third and fourth, equivalent proper fractions, story problems. Our keywords of next lesson, which is 94, classify polygons, corresponding equivalent fractions, mental math strategy, fractions, denominators. Thank you. Goodbye.